So here we have the 7-foot Countyline 3-point hitch rake. See that right there. So as I said, this is a 7-footer. And I don't have a huge need for doing a lot of raking, but my driveway, I like to break it up a little bit, bring some of the gravel up, and kind of see some of those areas. This goes out and around. So it's not like I've got miles of grading or raking to do. So I was out looking for a rake, and you can spend, you know, $1,500 on a rake setup. And for my needs, I mean, more than enough tractor to pull this rake around. I think this rake is actually rated for like up to 40 or 45 horsepower tractor. But I'll take it easy on it. I'm not going to be latching onto any big rocks or boulders. My driveway's pretty clean with respect to that. But for my hookup here, I've got a Cat 2, Category 2 hookup setup. So I had to use a spacer. You can see inside there's a little spacer for Cat 1 to Cat 2, because this is a this is a Category 1 implement. And you know, as I look at it, I mean, you know, the thing weighs a couple hundred, 240 pounds or something. I can maneuver it, you know, by myself. I don't need to pick it up with the tractor, so I can store it easily. You can kind of see it's a C-channel top piece, and then below they have these segmented kind of set up here to grab a hold of the rake tines, and then the bolts that go through. And here's what I figure. I figure if I want to beef this up, I actually can. I could take and I could adapt onto this like a 2x4 quarter wall or heavy wall piece of tubing, and then drill the bolt holes through. So I've got ideas in case it does, you know, seem like it is flimsy. I mean, no doubt with 7-foot width, you know, if I, you know, grab onto something big out here, depending on what's going on, you know, you can see how it might tweak it. But I mean, again, it's a light duty. I don't want to say it's super heavy duty. I mean, it's not super light duty either. But you know, it's going to do what I need it to do. The key for me is having this portion right here, and I could always, you know, even lop this off, and if I wanted to just take this piece off and make a new piece on top, I could. But you know, I'm hoping this thing just does what I want. You know, you can pull the pin and you can rotate it all the way around, and you can actually use it in reverse, so you can rotate it fully clearly around and go in reverse. So, you know, that's pretty straightforward. You know, pretty happy with it. At this point, hooked up to the tractor nice. As I said, it's light enough for me to be able to easily hook it up. And my goal is to rake the driveway. I'm going to get some gravel brought in and be able to store it. You know, I can share it with some friends. Got the rooster over there. He needs to become fox dinner. At any rate, yeah, so I'm going to use this today, try it out, and I'll give a little feedback on how it goes. And hopefully it does exactly what I want. Tractor Supply treated me right. I mean, you go in there and you're buying a, you know, implement. Typically, if you talk with them, they'll work with you on a discount. So that's good. So let's try it out. Alright, so today I used the rake for the first time. Put down, about 23 yards of crushed limestone. Everything worked out great. I used the rake to grade everything prior to it. Had to take the driveway down a little bit, and it's helped me with getting everything spread around. So I'm pretty happy with it. I can tell. So I brought in some larger stone right over there, and I put this down in it. It's kind of wet and muddy stone, just some stuff I had out back, and when it latches on, I can tell that with this tractor I could definitely take this beam and bend it. So I got to be careful with that. You know, it's definitely something for loose or not deep digging, if you will. But all in all, pretty happy with it. For the price, everything's good. Worked out great. So if you're looking at buying one of these Countyline from Tractor Supply, again, it's made by Tartar. Landscape rake. This is 7-footer. You know, for the price, you know, it's going to do everything I need. You know, you look down here, I can rake this around every year, bring up the stone. You know, if I was going to go out in the field and try latching on to big stuff with it, that wouldn't be good. But for what I'm doing, like I said, I think it's going to do the job.